today we are going to do the second part of the lesson percentage, which on request I am making this video from my viewers who requested me to do a video on percentage. So here's a video of the second exercise. Open your books to page 150. We begin with the exercise. Question number 1. Express 700 grams as a percentage of 2.8 kilogram. Now, first of all, children, when we are expressing as a percentage, make sure that both the numbers that are given should be in the same unit. Now, check here, one unit is given in grams and the other is in kg. You cannot calculate just by putting them in two different units. So, first we'll do a conversion. 1 kg is equals to 1000 grams, you all know. Therefore, 2.8 kg will be 2.8 multiplied by 1000. When you multiply, you get 28,000. After one place, there is a decimal, so you are also going to put a decimal after one place. So, the number 2.8 kg actually means 2800 grams. Now, both of them are in the same unit. You can divide them and convert them into percentage by multiplying by 100. 700 upon 2800 multiplied by 100. Reduce the zeros, children, they can be cancelled, and then reduce the number to get the answer as 25%. Question number 3, that says find the value of 7.5% of 500 kg. Now, whenever there is a percentage sign, children, always keep in mind that that number has the denominator as 100. So, I can write 7.5% as 7.5 upon 100. And to make it, and we have to calculate this percentage of 500 kg, so multiply it by 500. Now, when I am reducing, I can cancel the zeros of the numerator and the denominator. And 7.5 multiplied by 5 will give me 37.5 kilograms. That's the answer. Question number 4 says, if a man spends 70% of his income, what percent does he save? So, we'll suppose that let the total income of a person be 100%. Now remember, children, we are doing percentage. In this, everything is taken as 100 because percent means something which is out of 100. So, if he has spent 70% of his income, how much is he saving? Simply subtract. 100 minus 70 gives us 30% is his saving as the answer. Question number 5 and 6 are too simple to be done. A girl gets 65 marks out of 80. What percent of marks does she get? So simply do 65 upon 80 and multiply it by 100 to get the answer. Question number 7. A tin contains 20 liters of petrol. Due to leakage, 3 liters of petrol is lost. What is the percentage of petrol left in the tin? That means, first of all, we need to calculate how much petrol is left in the tin. So, the amount of petrol left, 20 minus 3, that gives us 17 liters of petrol is still left in the tin. And to make it as a percentage, children, 17 liters upon 20 liters, that was the total amount, into 100. Reduce 20 and 100, 21s and 25s and 17 5s gives us 85%. So that is the answer for the 7th question. Question number 9, children. A boy gets 60 out of 80 in Hindi, 75 out of 100 in English, 65 out of 70 in arithmetic. In which subject is his percentage the best? And find the overall percentage. Now, first of all, you will have to calculate the percentage in all the 3 subjects. Let's start. In Hindi, the boy is getting 60 upon 80. So, this is his marks obtained. And to make it as a percentage, multiply by 100. Reduce and you will get the answer as 75%. Similarly, in English, 75 upon 100. To make it percentage into 100, 75%. In arithmetic, he is getting 65 out of 70 multiplied by 100 to make it as a percentage. And so you get it in decimals now, children. 92.86%. So if you compare all the 3 subjects, the best percentage he is getting is in arithmetic or in maths. So he gets the best marks in arithmetic. In the next part, it is also asking his overall percentage. Overall percentage, how is it calculated? In your report cards, you might have seen, children. The number of marks that you obtain, that is always divided by the total marks. That means the maximum marks, and multiplied then by 100. Similarly, we are going to do here. He is getting 60, 75 and 65. You are going to add it, and you are going to divide by the maximum marks, that is 80, 100 and 70. We get 200 upon 250. Multiply by 100 to get the percentage. So the overall percentage, how much is he getting, is 80%. Question number 12. Mr. Sharma has a monthly salary of rupees 8,000. If he spends rupees 6,400 every month, find his monthly expenditure and his monthly saving. Now both the things have to be calculated in percentage. So we begin. If his monthly salary is rupees 8,000 and he's spending 6,400, that means if I have to calculate the percentage expenditure, what will I do, children? 6,400 divided by 8,000 multiplied by 100. Every time whenever we are making a number as percentage, we are multiplying it by 100. Reduce to get the answer as 80%. We have to see how much is his saving. So from the monthly salary, if we reduce the expenditure, we get what is the saving. So 1,600 is his saving. Saving, the percentage of the saving, 1,600 upon the total, that was 8,000 into 100. So you get the answer as 20%. Question number 14. In a sale, the price of an article is reduced by 30%. If the original price of the article is rupees 1,800, find the reduction in the price and the reduced price of the article. Now, original price of the article is rupees 1,800, children, and it has been reduced by 30%. So first of all, we will calculate how much is 30% of 1,800. So we calculate 30% of 1,800, which comes out to be 540 rupees. Reduction in the price of the article is how much, children? It is rupees 540. Coming to the second part, we also have to calculate the reduced price of the article. So in order to calculate the reduced price of an article, so the reduction in the price is rupees 540. In the second part, we also have to calculate the reduced price of the article. So how are we going to do it? From the original price of the article, if we reduce the reduction that is being given, we will get how much is the reduced price. So from 1,800, when I reduce 540, I get the answer as 1,260 rupees. So this is the reduced price. Coming to the last question of the exercise, which says evaluate. You have to evaluate. The first one is 30% of 200 plus 20% of 450 minus 25% of 600. Now this has to be done in three separate parts, children. So 30% means 30 upon 100 of multiplied by 200, enclose it inside a bracket so that you don't get confused with the plus sign that is given outside. 20% similarly, 20 upon 100 into 450, close the bracket, the subtraction sign of the question, 25 upon 100 into 600. Now all the three can be reduced together, so cancel the zeros, and then we get the answer after multiplying. You get the answer as 60 from the first bracket plus 90 from the second bracket minus 150 from the third bracket. Now no sign before 60 means it's a plus. So add 60 and 90 together, you get 150. A plus 150 and a minus 150, the answer is 0. Second part also is to be done in the same way. 10% of rupees 450 minus 12% of rupees 500 plus 8% of rupees 500. Again put them in different brackets and solve. 10 upon 100 into 450 minus 12 upon 100 into 500 plus 8 upon 100 into 500. We can cancel the zeros that are there in all the three and then multiply the numbers that are left. So 45 into 1 is 45, 5 into 12 is 60 and 8 into 5 is 40. Now once again, no sign over here means it's addition. So add this 45 with 40 gives you 85 minus 60. Plus minus means minus. So we are going to reduce it and we put the sign of the bigger value, which is a plus. So we don't need to define plus. We leave the answer as rupees 25. So this was the last question of the B exercise. After this, one more video you will be getting soon, maybe by tomorrow, which will be on the last exercise of percentage, so that my viewers are able to prepare well and whatever they wanted me to explain in the lesson of percentage, I hope I have made myself very clear and they must have understood each and every concept of the lesson percentage. Till tomorrow, stay tuned to get my video tomorrow again. Till then, don't forget to subscribe, like and share with as many friends of yours as you can share. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.